Hello people, Mongoose again, and it's time for another retro video game bargain hunting pickup video. And I've had quite a lot of luck. I did my usual thing of going to charity shops and car boot sales and looking on eBay, and kind of on all fronts I've had a bit of luck, so I thought I'd share it with you. It's been a pretty good week, so I'll just start with some generic PlayStation 2 titles. Now the thing about PlayStation 2, I pick these up all the time, and really it's because they're really cheap. And I find if you're not getting your needs satisfied in collecting for other systems. Like for me, it's the cartridge-based Nintendo consoles that I like, your NES, SNES, and N64. That's what I really go for. But if I can't get them, it's always fun just going into charity shops and stuff and knowing I can pick up, maybe it's an obscure PlayStation 2 title, and there's plenty of titles to choose from on the PlayStation 2 library. So it's pretty cheap, and there's loads of games to choose from. You can find them pretty much anywhere. So PlayStation 2 is a good, console to collect for. Just if you want to pick up cheap games, or just get the game chasing thrill when you cannot find it, when you're looking for what you really want. So yeah, PlayStation 2 games. I got The Getaway. That's kind of like a GTA-esque game where you're a copper, and basically your wife's been murdered and your son's been kidnapped, and you're tasked with doing the bidding of London's criminal underworld to kind of get your son back, or try and find out who's got him and stuff. And I remember playing this when it came out, and it was pretty damn good. I remember being impressed back then, but I haven't played it for a good, oh god, I don't know, maybe 12, 13, 14, 15 years. But yeah, like I say, that's a really good game. I don't know if anybody's seen the Why I Love video. I did a Why I Love GTA Vice City. It's my favourite out of the GTA series, and I got Vice City Stories. That was pretty good. It hasn't got a booklet or anything, just the disc in the box, but I'm pretty happy to get that. I mean, that's £1. All these games for PlayStation 2 are £1. Like I say, you can pick them up for pennies. Like I say about GTA, I'm trying to bump up my collection of the GTA titles. And I got GTA 3. I already had this game, but it was £1. And what I thought is, when I looked inside, it's got the manual and the original map that came with the game, and it's got this cool artwork on the back. So I thought that was worth £1 in itself, just to make sure my copy of the game was complete. So I got that, and that was £1. I also mentioned on a pickup video that I got Medal of Honor Rising Sun, and I mentioned the Medal of Honor Frontline game on that, and I managed to pick that up. It's Platinum Edition, and it's hasn't got the manual on out, but for a £1 I'm not going to complain, and it's a really good game. And I always remember the set piece, the Normandy beach landings on that game. That always stuck with us, and I'm sure it's fun to play now. I also picked up the other week, if anyone remembers, Star Wars, the original trilogy it was on GameCube. I picked this up for. Picked up the same game on PlayStation 2 as well, and it's a Lego game. It's a Star Wars game. It's going to be fun. So I had to pick that up for £1. So yeah, I mean, that's the PlayStation 2 titles. And I also went to a car boot sale, which was pretty awesome. I found a few things, but not game related. But what I did actually find was an NES Zapper. Awesome thing. Now, I just found it in one of, them big plastic boxes that people put out, and I rummaged through loads and loads of other ones to find, maybe it's a controller or even some wires, just in case I need some spare wires. But this was literally the only gaming thing I found at that car boot sale, which was pretty depressing. I mean, obviously, you had loads of Xbox 360 titles and stuff like that, but I'm not really interested in that. So as far as retro gaming goes, this is the only thing I found, and the guy only wanted 50p for it, so I don't even think the guy knew what it was. But yeah, I mean, a new Zapper. I've got a couple of Zappers. I don't know if it's working. I mean, everybody knows what the Zappers are like. They can be an absolute nightmare. I'll try the light bulb trick and stuff. But yeah, it's always good to have more Zappers. And what can I say? I mean, it's just an iconic piece of gaming equipment, isn't it? The Nintendo Zapper. But I think people technically say the Master System one was better, more accurate and stuff. I don't know. I maybe should look into that. Yeah, so that was car boot sales, and I didn't really find much, but what I did find made the day a little bit more bearable. I know that I found something. And yeah, eBay as well. Finding a bargain on eBay is an absolute bloody pain in the arse. I don't know if I'm too tight-fisted, or I think what it is people are just overcharging on eBay because they think they can put have a game and say it's retro, and they think, oh, retro game, it's worth loads of money. But no, I mean, I picked these up. These were under £5. That's my view for cartridge-based games, and this is a Super Nintendo game. Now, don't laugh when I say it. It's Nigel Mansell's World Championship, and it's a Formula 1 racing game. and it's really, really fun. I remember playing this as a kid, and I remember it being really, really good. And I used to see this all the time on eBay, going really, really cheap. So I thought this time, bollocks, I'll just scan for it and just see what it's like. And I managed to get it, and I played it straight away. And yeah, it's really, really fun. So I was happy with that. I think I paid about like £3.50 for it, and I think the delivery was only £1.24, which is pretty cheap for bloody eBay delivery now. I mean, some people are asking for like £2.99 for delivery of a little cartridge, and that's it. Anyway, moving on. I also got an NES title. It's not too spectacular. I'm sure everybody knows about Marble Madness, but I didn't have it, and it's a great piece of filler. You always see it, like when I see collection videos and stuff, I always see Marble Madness in there, and I think, I haven't got Marble Madness, and I always see it for like a reasonable price. So yeah, I think there was about 3 or 4 copies going in the week that I was bidding for this, and they were all pretty much under £5. I think one climbed to about £7, but I think I picked this up for like about £4 or something. So not that bad. Anything under a £5 for a Nintendo cartridge based game nowadays is pretty good, because I mean, people just overcharge for them, and it's absolutely ridiculous. I mean, it's getting hard to pick up bargains now, but I strive and I always try because I'm such a bloody tight ass. Yeah, so that's pretty much all I picked up this week. Got nothing more to show you, but I think it was a pretty successful week as far as picking up bargains go, because I didn't like to overpay, because I'm a right tight ass, as I've said. So I'd just like to thank you for watching, and if you like what you've seen, just subscribe or maybe just give us a thumbs up, because it's all greatly appreciated. And I'll just sign out like I always do and just say please subscribe.